Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in today's class we are going to start a new chapter, that is measurements, from a chapter from a subject mathematics. Yes, we already learned about the chapter measurement in your previous classes, that is in when you were in third standard or in fourth standard. You've already learned about measurements. Now what are we going to learn new about again measurements in your fifth class? We learn how to express length in millimeters, centimeters, meters and kilometers. We learn how to express mass in milligrams, grams and kilograms, to express capacity in milliliters and liters, and also we learn how to carry out the basic operations on measurements. Now relating different units of measurements. Given below are the tables showing the place value system for different units of length, mass and capacity. In addition to the basic units such as meter for length, gram for mass and liter for capacity, there are other units that help to convert units from smaller to bigger units and vice versa. What is this? We already know when it comes to measurement, we have three categories. What? We can measure the length, we can measure the mass, and we can measure the capacity. Yes, children. Now, in your previous classes, that is in your third and fourth standards, what have you learned? That for measuring lengths, meter is the basic unit. For mass, grams are the basic units. And for measuring the capacity, that is to find out the volume, liters are used. Now, apart from these basics, units of measurement that are meters, grams and liters, you also learned about centimeters, kilometers, kilograms, and then you have learnt about milliliters. Yes, now apart from these, here centimeters are for shorter and kilometers for longer distances, kilograms for heavier masses and milliliters for smaller capacities. Now not only these, even apart from these we are having many other units of measurement for length, mass and capacity. That is what we are going to learn in this chapter, measurements. See, units of length. In units of length we have milli, centi, deci. Milli, centi, decimeter, and then we have the basic unit, that is meter, deca, hecto and kilo. These are the new words. What are the new words? Deci, deca and hecto. Yes, milli, centi and kilo. We are already familiar with these words, but deci, deca and hecto are the three new terms that you are learning now. There's nothing to worry. Okay, if you remember the chart just as it is. Milli, centi, deci, the basic unit, that is the meter. Then we have deca, hecto and kilo. If you remember this chart as it is, children, it will be easier for you to write these values. Like for example, how much is 1 millimeter equal to? How much is 1 centimeter equal to? How much is 1 decimeter equal to? Yes, you'll also have to learn that, right? In previous standards, you have learned that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Only this is what you have learned. Now we have so many new terms such as the millimeter, decimeter, decameter and hectometer. So for this, what is the order, children? First we have the milli, then we have centi, then we have deci, then we'll have the basic unit. For mass it will be, for length it would be meter, for mass it would be grams, and for capacity it will be liters. Here it would be millimeters, milligrams, milliliters, centimeters, centigrams, centiliters, decimeters, decigrams, deciliters. Understood? If you just remember this order, the same can be applied to all the other two. What are the other two? That is for measuring, for the units of measurement of both mass and capacity. If you are perfect with this order. Again, what is it? Milli, centi, deci. Then comes the basic unit. After that, D for deci, D for deca, then hecto, and then lastly we have the kilo. Yes, basics. What is this? Again, children, this is very important. What is suggested is that you take a paper and a pencil and then practice this. Milli, then we have centi. Yes, we have milli first, then we have centi, then we have deci, then we have the basic, then we have the deca, hecto, and then kilo. Okay, understood. Now how much is 1 decimeter? If for example we are talking about meters, the units of measurement for length, if you are talking about meters, we know that the basic unit of measurement is meter. So for deci means decimeter, dm. D for deci, m for meter. 1 decimeter will be equal to 1 by 10 of a meter. Understood, children? The upper ones, that is the upper ones above the basic unit of measurement, will be like this in a fractional form. 1 decimeter is equal to 1 by 10 of a meter. Next, we have centimeter, cm. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100. The denominator increases. First we had 10 here. Now we'll have 100. 1 by 100 of a meter. Now coming to millimeters. M for milli, M for meters. Can you guess, children, how much would 1 millimeter be equal to? Yes, 1 divided by 1000. Again, one more zero is added. 10, 100, 1000. 1 by 1000 of a meter. Now coming to the ones that are below the basic unit of measurement, deca. Decameter is equal to 10 meters. 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. You remember the order, right? Here 10, 100 and 1000. The same applies. 10, 100 and 1000. 1 hectometer, HM, is equal to 100 meters. 1 kilometer, km, is equal to this. We already know it is equal to 1000 meters. Are you able to understand the pattern here, children? We have 10, 100, 1000. Even above we have 1 by 10, 1 by 100 and 1 by 1000. Okay. Decameter. For decameter we write DAM. Yes, you might get confused. Yes, see, we have DECI, decimeter. And then we have DECAMETRE, decameter. For decimeter, we'll write DM. Even for decameter, if we write DM, then we'll get confused which is actually deci and which is deca. So that is why what we'll do is, for decameter, we'll write DAM, dam. Understood, children? For decameter, we write DAM, dam. Decimeter will simply be DM, that is decimeter. Decameter would be DAM, dam. Now again, if we can apply the same, wait a minute, yes, we can apply the same pattern for mass as well. Let us draw again. Again, children, what are the units here? First we have milli, then we have centi, deci, the basic one, DECI, the basic unit of measurement. Then we have deca, then we have hecto, and then we have kilo. Yes, we'll draw lines. Okay. Now this we have already done for meters. Yes or no? The unit of measurements for length. 1 milli. First the basic is meter. We'll go like this only. Deci would be 1 by 10 of a meter. Then for centi, 1 by 100 of a meter. For milli, it would be 1 by 1000 of a meter. As we move upwards, the number of zeros increase. Now it's the reverse for deca, for the units of measurement below basic. Yes, 1 deca will be equal to 10 meters. then hecto is equal to 100 meters, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. The pattern is the same. Now if we apply the same pattern for the units of measurement of, what is the next one after length? We have the mass. What is the basic unit of measurement for mass? Grams. Yes children. So deci, when it comes to deci, it would be decigrams. 1 decigram is equal to how much? 1 by 10 of a gram. Now next centi. 1 centigram is equal to how much? 1 by 100 of a gram. 1 milligram mg is equal to milligram, that is equal to how much? 1 by 1000 of a gram. Now coming to below the basic, decagram, again DAG, use DAG children. If you write DG, you will get confused with the decigram. So 1 decagram is equal to 10 grams. Hecto, HG, hectogram. 1 hectogram is equal to 100 grams. Then we have kilo, kg. 1 kilogram is equal to, this we already know, that is 1000 grams. Yes. See, just by understanding the pattern followed for the units of measurement of length, we've applied the same for the units of measurement of mass as well. Now again the same can be applied to the units of measurement for capacity. What is the basic unit of measurement? Liter. Now above, deci means, remember decimeter, dm is equal, deciliter, we are talking about liters, dl is equal to 1 by 10 of a liter. Then we have centiliter. Centiliter, it is how much? 1 by, here we had 10, so we'll increase it to 100. 1 by 100 liters. Then we have milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 liters. Now next, coming below the basic measurement, decaliter, DAL is equal to 10 liters. Then we have hectoliters is equal to, after 10 we have 100 liters. Then lastly kilo, 1 kiloliter is equal to, after 100, 1000 liters. So this is what it is children. All the units of measurement for 3. What are the 3? For the units of measurement for length, the units of measurement for mass, the units of measurement for capacity. The only thing that you need to remember is this. Yes, you have to remember these as it is. The pattern should not change. If you remember it as first centi then milli, then this whole thing will become wrong. Yes or no? So when you are remembering these units of measurement, make sure that you remember them in the right order. Isn't this easy? When you remember the right order of the units of measurement, you can easily write the relationship between those units of measurement for all the 3, that is for length, mass and also the capacity. Yes children, so what should you do? You should make sure that you are learning this very well. What is this? See, if you want, here you can also see. Milligram is equal to 1 by 1000 of a gram. See, 1 by 1000, 1 by 1000. As this is mass, we are using gram. It was length, so we used meter. Now next centi. Centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 of a meter. Centigram, CG, is equal to 1 by 100. Again the same 1 by 100 of a gram. 1 by 10, 1 by 10. 10, 10. 100, 100. 1000, 1000. Yes. So what is the pattern? We will have basic in the middle, 1 by 10, 1 by 100. Sorry. Basic in the middle, 1 by 10, 1 by 100 and 1 by 1000. And when it comes to below, we will have 10, 100 and 1000. And what are the names here? This would be milli. We have centi, deci, then this is the basic, then we have deca, then we have hecto, and then we have kilo. Yes children, so So this is all you need to remember. If you remember this table correctly, you can apply the same for all the three, that is length, mass and capacity. Yes, see, even if you want, you can take a look at the units of measurement for capacity. 1 milliliter. In the middle we have the basic liter, above 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 1000. When we come below we have 10, 100 and 1000. So this is how it is. 1 milliliter, centiliter, deciliter, basic unit, decaliter, hectoliter and kiloliter. Yes children, I hope the units of capacity, how all the different units of capacity, this is all these are only used for measuring what? Measuring length, mass and then capacity. Now as we have learned the different units of capacities, let us learn how to convert the units from higher to lower units. Yes children, we have already learned this in your previous standard. Yes, for example, like converting meters into kilometers or say liters into milliliters. Yes, so what was the rule there? When we are converting from higher units to lower units. For example, we have, what is this? Converting of higher to lower. Yes, so we have kilometers and then we have decimeters. We want to convert kilometers into decimeter. In the chart we have millimeters, centimeters, decimeters, meters, decameter, hectometer and kilometer. So this is the highest and this is the lowest. Now this is a higher unit, kilometer, when compared to our decimeter. Yes, this is a lower unit, this is a higher unit. What are we doing here? Converting kilometers into decimeters. That means higher unit is being converted into a lower unit. Whenever we are given a situation wherein we have to convert a higher unit of measurement into a lower unit of measurement, then we multiply. What do? We multiply. We multiply the given unit by 10, 100 or 1000. Now depending, we'll see. Yes, by what number should we multiply? But what is the basic rule to be followed children? When we are converting the higher level into a higher unit of measurement into a lower unit of measurement, we have to multiply. For example, here when we have to multiply when we have to convert kilos into hectares. Yes, when we have to convert kilos into hectares, then we multiply by 10. Again from hundreds, from hectares to decas, then again multiply by 10. So what is the rule here is, again what is this? Let me write again. We have milli, we have centi, we have deci, then we have meters, and then we have decameter, hectare meters, and then kilometers. For example, I want to convert from kilometers to meters. I want to convert from kilometers to meters, which is the high. Kilometer is a higher unit. I am converting it into a meters, which is a lower unit of measurement. So I need to multiply. Multiply by how much? It is depending on the jumps we take. First 1, 2, 3. How many jumps? I mean, what is the distance between jumping, jump. When you are learning about additions and subtractions, how did you learn children? You learnt on a number line. You used to jump. Yes, you used to jump and do the skip counting and all. Yes, and in the same way, even for the conversion here, jump. See how many jumps, or that means how many stages up are we moving? 1, 2, 3. We are moving 3 levels up. 1, 2, 3. We are taking 3 jumps. So after 1 you need to place 3 zeros. So to convert kilometers into meters, you need to multiply by 1000. Yes, how did this 1000 come? This number of zeros are determined by the number of jumps between them. Understood? Let us take another example also. Okay, we'll understand this carefully because this is very important topic. Children, you must be clear with how to convert the different units of measurement. Say we are converting decameters into decimeters. Again, higher unit is converted into a lower unit of measurement. We need to multiply. Multiply by how much? Again, count the jumps. 1, 2. We need 2 jumps to reach decimeter. So that means we need to multiply by 100. 1 is common. After 1, how many zeros do we need to place? This depends on the number of jumps. 2 jumps, so 2 zeros. So to convert, for example, 2 decameters is given, we need to convert it into decimeters. So 2 into 100, that is equal to 200 decimeters. Understood? 2 into 100 will give us the answer in decimeters. Let us take another example. If we have hectometers converting into millimeters. Hectometers converting, we are converting hectometers into millimeters. Let us erase first. Yeah. So again here hectare to milli, mm. Again higher to lower. How many jumps we need to multiply? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are multiplying by 1 lakh. If we say we have 5 hectometers, convert it into millimeters, then it would be 5 into 1 lakh, that is equal to 5 lakhs millimeters. Is this clear, children? It all depends on the number of jumps in between. Yes, we are having 5 jumps here. So after 1 I have placed 5 zeros. So when we multiply the hectometers by 1 lakh, we'll get the answer in millimeters. 5 into 1 lakh is equal to 5 lakh millimeters. Is this clear, children? So this is how we convert higher units of measurement into lower units of measurement. Yes, children, I hope this is clear. This is the basic idea of how we convert higher units of measurement into lower units of measurement. We'll end our today's class here and continue with many examples, on actual examples of how to convert the different units of measurement. Yes, I hope today's class was clear.